Hey everybody. Yeah, I thought I'd kind of review a little bit. This is the first time I haven't done this in a long time. I thought I'd review the 250th issue. That's right, first time I've done it in a long time. 250th issue of Sonic the Hedgehog. It's hard to believe it's 250 issues. I started back with 72. Excuse me for a second. Don't worry about that, folks. It's just a 1-866 toll-free number. Advertisements. Anyway, though, like I was saying, I started with issue 72, so it's hard to believe that for me, it's been 178 issues. Yeah, it is. It's hard to believe that. It's been almost 178 issues. Going to almost 180, if you can believe that, in the next 2 months. But anyway, getting to 250, I thought it was okay. I thought it was pretty cool. I like how they open up and you got this big old splash page, and basically you have all the robot masters, including the recently roboticized Rouge Roman, if you will, right there in front of them. And I just like the battle sequences. I really do. I really like how they were drawn out. How they're all going after all these different robot masters. I like the little panel where you have them kind of like, you have SBO and the Shadow Man Ninja going like, boing, no offense or anything. And then starting to fight. I mean, I thought it was really good. I like how Omega kind of tells Shadow, hey, it was good for me to follow her through and everything because, look what's happened kind of deal. So, I'm pretty sure they'll have some kind of panel exposition in Mega Man 27 or something like that where Shadow and Rouge talk, and Shadow will be like, I told you shouldn't have followed me. And she'll be like, yeah, I heard you the first time even though I couldn't respond. So... Anyway, I really like that. I really like that kind of situation, and yes, basically about, if you don't count the advertisements, it's about 14 pages, not including advertisements, but 14 pages into the comic of the comic itself. No, like I said, not including advertisements, to where Rouge is restored. So I can kind of understand where fans are kind of griping about that. They're like, okay, wait a minute, you roboticized her and yet you're only going to do it for 14 pages of one issue? Whoop-de-doo! So, anyway, Rouge does thank Mega Man for restoring her. He says she owes him one. Now, what really intrigued me was the fact that Dr. Light actually knew exactly what the heck was going on. Basically knew what Wily had done by mentioning Raw Moon from the past. Mentioning to Eggman this and that. And basically their plans were to just make the world into something that even they don't have the power to comprehend and control, or something like that. And you can basically tell that Wily doesn't want to hear anymore, and that this whole situation between Wily and Light, in case you haven't been following Mega Man in any form, and basically this situation between Wily and Light is nothing more than just a rivalry that Wily wants to win and prove, hey, I'm the more superior scientist. I know what I was doing. All I want you to do is admit it. And so anyway, Eggman, though, takes interest in this. And later on, kind of basically tells the Doctor, hey, I don't know how you knew about these certain events. I don't know how you knew about what we're going to do or plan to do, but enough is enough, And basically what he does is he has Metal Sonic toss Dr. Light out the window. And he says, I'm not about to let anything get in my way, especially when I'm this close to winning. Not you, not anybody. And he has, like I say, Metal Sonic toss him out the window. And then there's this one little panel at the end where he's like, familiar. Now, there are some good scenes, there are some good stuff that came out of this. I mean, I like how, Shadow and Proto Man, Proto Man basically are the ones that say, hey, look. Proto Man is basically the one that says, hey, look. No matter how many times we knock these robot masters down, they keep coming back. What we need to do is divide and conquer. And basically suggests that they and the others will take care of the robot masters. Sonic and Mega Man and Tails and Rush have to get up and take care of the doctors. So, and Mega Man at first is reluctant about this until Sonic points out, look man, either we do what they're saying, what they've suggested, or else the doctors are going to have enough time to do what they want to do. Basically, Sonic points out to Mega Man, hey, we keep dragging this fight on, it's going to give the doctors enough time to complete whatever they plan to do, or complete whatever they plan to complete. In other words, he's basically pointing out that this entire fighting of these robot masters is nothing more than a distraction to keep Sonic and Mega Man and the others from stopping the docs from doing whatever they're going to do. And apparently if you read the solicits of upcoming issues, you kind of get the idea of what they plan to do. Anyway, and that was our cat in the background. But anyway, basically, Sonic and Mega Man go up there. Amy kind of telling Sonic, come back to me. That's basically going to charge a lot of Sonic Amy fans right there. And then Pearl Man saying good luck to his brother. And then basically as they're rushing up, they see something falling out of the Death Egg. And Mega Man Rock sees that it's his dad. Now, I'm pretty sure they're going to have some kind of conclusion in Mega Man 27 where they rescue him and maybe some kind of confrontation between Eggman and Wily, where Wily's like, look, all I wanted to do was hurt him and scare him and intimidate him. I didn't want to kill him. So, unless, of course, this Wily is different, but we'll find out. Again, anyway, overall, I thought it was pretty good. I like the fact that at the end they added a bonus story, if you will. And the bonus story is actually 229. The final part in the last Genesis story. In the Genesis story itself, in the first Genesis Wave story. I like how they added that on. And if you're a Sally fan, it does have Sally in there. So there you go. The way she was. I mean, again, I like how that's used. It kind of gives you an idea of what's going to happen. And then they also have at the end of this, the end of 250, sort of a two-page splasher. One side and then the other side. But two different sides. Basically kind of almost like a coming attractions kind of deal. Basically saying at the end that after worlds collide, it says something along the lines of one world or two worlds will live, or one world will live, one world, and then on the other side it shows one world will die. Basically it shows on one end it says one world complete. You have Sonic and Mega Man kind of doing a whole, I guess you could say, Sonic and Sally Doomsday runaround around the planet, basically saying one world will live, and then on the other side it shows the entire planet just breaking apart and it says one world will die. So it's very interesting to see that. As a matter of fact, let me Should open this a little bit more to get it out. But basically, this is what it says at the end. Okay. Let me correct myself. This is what it says at the end, and just to prove I do have it, right there. Just got it today, but it says, and this is basically what I'm talking about. I don't know if you can see that very well. It says at the end, in the aftermath of the Worlds Collide crossover event, which world will live? And then on the other side it says, which world will die? It says, when the collision ends, the all-new action begins. So yeah, basically, what they're indicating there is one world is going to suffer badly because of what's happened, while another world is going to be okay. Now, we don't know exactly which world that's going to be. And that's the attracting part of the entire story. Right there, it's like, okay, you know, which world will suffer the worst out of this entire situation? So yeah, that's basically what it is. It's like, what world will survive this entire situation? And, you know, it is kind of, I'll give them credit for doing that, because if you're a new reader, and you've, let's say, gotten recently into the comics since maybe 200, you know, you, both comics since, you know, let's say with Sonic since 200 and Mega Man since the beginning, it makes you, it basically will draw you in, especially if you're a new reader to the comics since those issues. And it makes you want to see more. And I like it because it's sort of like one of those coming attraction things you see in theaters or you see advertised. It's like, you see a poster that says, coming soon, so-and-so movie. And basically, in this movie, basically it says, coming soon, blankety-blank movie. You know, and it'll say, a battle between two worlds. What one world died? Which one will survive and die? So, or die, basically. Something like that. I like how it gives you that feeling. I really do. And again, I do like the added bonus. And I like the ending as well. It kind of gives you it kind of gives you the idea of what's going to happen at the end. It basically shows you the stories, the story arcs that are coming after the crossover. It says on top, Countdown to Chaos, Mega Man Raw Moon deal, or the Curse of Raw Moon, and then of course you have, the Pirate Panic Plunder story from Sonic Universe. But anyway, I do like how they did that, so that's pretty cool. I really like how they did all that, and overall the 250th issue was good. I really wish they would have used it more so like they originally were going to, and that is to end the story arc of the Mecha Sally World War II Death Egg Mark II deal. But hey, when you have certain franchises and companies saying, hey, we want our stuff, we want this part of the 250th issue and all that, then, you know, that's fine. Then, you know, that's fine. There's not really much you could do. I mean, when you think about it, Mega Man's 25th issue was part of the crossover, so you can't really argue anything. But, like I said, overall, it was a good issue, good continuation, and really sets up the last, as a lot of people are putting, the last act in this entire crossover. So that's going to be something to look forward to. I do expect maybe a bit of a confrontation between Wily and Eggman. Wily going like, well, why'd you want to kill him? All I wanted to do was intimidate Light. Or just hurt him a little bit, intimidate him. And I'm sure Eggman would be like, look, I understand all that, but if we would have kept Light around, think about it. How did he know about what we were going to do before we even were going to do it? If we didn't get rid of him now, he would have caused trouble. Just checking it. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a bit of a confrontation there or something. And I'm pretty sure he said, like, look, either we do this or everything we've worked for goes out the window. So, again, overall, I think it's a good setup to the last act, as some people put it, for this story arc, because apparently that's what it is. It's 3 acts, if you think about it. It's 4 acts basically. Yeah, it's 4 acts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 4 acts is what it is. So it definitely sets up the 4th and final act in this entire thing. And just by judging from what I've read so far, I still got to get 2 more issues that come before this. I definitely think this is going to be worthwhile in the end. I really think people are going to go out and maybe buy the crossover graphic novel when it comes out. So that's all I'm going to say on it, though. I think overall 250 was pretty good. And that's about it. Let me know what you guys think down below. Comment if you like. I'll talk to y'all later. And that was my family's cat in the background.